What's up, guys? So, what do these two things have in common? Well, right now, not much, but when we combine their powers, it's going to be shop air filtration. Okay, guys, so some stuff has happened since my last video. Right, the time lapse of me doing stuff in the garage. I got a bunch more work done. Now we got Miss March up here. She's not quite as great and spectacular as Miss February was, but I got a few more things made. And you know, if I had just measured, I would have realized there was no way in hell I was going to get my truck in here, because the garage is 19 feet deep and my truck's 20 feet long. So it was never going to work. Anyways, I've been working on some stuff, building some furniture for the house. And while the shop vac dust collection does work and works pretty dang well, it's not perfect. You know, this hoe is about as filthy as whoever the is putting the dislike on the videos. So we're going to try and make it a little bit classier in here, unlike whoever you are, skeezy mom. Okay, while this time lapse is running, let's go ahead and talk through what I'm doing. So right there, I cut 2x4 down, and that's going to become the mounting surface to the ceiling. I cut it to 30 inches long so it can easily span between the two ceiling joists that are 24 inches on center. I now mounted it to the bottom of the fan. I marked the 2x4 at 15 inches so that I could center it on the fan. I first tried it with that grate on the fan, and there wasn't, with the filter on there, there wasn't enough overlap in order for me to put a rivet when I go ahead and attach it later. So I removed the grate from the fan, and everything fit just fine. Now I'm cutting up and measuring the aluminum 2x2 angle so that it can hold the filter in place while everything's running. You could easily use like some sheet metal bent up in a break, or cut up some plywood, something like that, to do the same thing. Once all the cutting's done, I use the dust collection hose to clean up the aluminum chips and the sawdust from cutting up the 2x4, as well as last week's project. Now I'm using these scraps of walnut to act as a spacer that's slightly thicker than the air filter is. Okay, so you can see there's nothing special about how I'm attaching the aluminum angle to the sheet metal of this box fan. All I did was use an 1/8 inch drill bit and some pop rivets, and just put 2 rivets in each of the 3 sections of aluminum angle. Because the bottom, or what is now the top of the fan, that piece of angle interfered with the power cord for the fan, I moved it out of the way and cut a hole in the grate of the fan on the front side, and then zip tied the cord away from the moving fan blades so that there was no interference. I used this aluminum tape and taped up as many of the gaps in the angle and between the angle and the fan in order to help keep the air moving through the filter and through the fan. this work done, it's time to mount it to the ceiling. I moved it into place, located the joists, and then attached it to the joists with some 2.5 inch screws. Okay, so like that, we're done. It's running. I got set at full power, and it's plugged into the same circuit as the lights. So anytime the lights are on, that'll be running. It's not just for the woodworking. I don't know how many of y'all have been out to West Texas, but it's a flipping desert out here, guys. Like my backyard is sand. The neighbor's yard, sand. I come out of my neighborhood, I get on the highway, sand. Now, for some people, that might bother them. For me, it's kind of like what I used to do a few years back for a living. Except here, nobody's trying to kill me. So, but grand total, let's talk some money. The fan was $20. The filter was like $12. High school education math says $32 in the fan. The 2x2 aluminum angle was, I think, $25, but you don't have to do this. I've seen some guys make deals like this out of wood. You could use steel, aluminum, whatever. I happen to have a gift card to Lowe's, so that's why I went the route that I did. But it's nothing more than a 20x20 furnace filter, the same one that you'd have in your house. That way, when it gets clogged up, right, from the sand, the wood, whatever, you saw me using some scrap walnut. Not just that, I mean any just regular whatever the ever, it's gonna help. Last time I was out here working, I went back into the house and was coughing for about 30 minutes. Anytime you can get stuff out of the air and out of your lungs is going to be good for you. It can't hurt. The noise isn't too bad. I mean, to be honest, I've either got music or power tools in here, so you know, it is what it is. That's it for this episode.